Hello friends, in previous lecture I calculated the magnetic field across a current carrying wire using Ampere's law. Now in this lecture I will be calculating the magnetic field across solenoid. Solenoid nothing but winding which we used in transformer and machines. I will be dealing with this solenoid. Before going to solenoid I want to ask one questions. We know that across a current carrying wire magnetic field is like this. Can you tell me if the wire is circular and current is in this direction, can you tell me the magnetic field direction? Yes, of course. In two ways we can say. Suppose we know that current is like this, so magnetic field will like this, magnetic field will like this, magnetic field will like this. It means upward towards me. Magnetic field direction is upward. And another way we can say, wrap your finger in the direction of current. The thumb will point the direction of magnetic field. So in both cases we are getting the magnetic field in this direction. Okay. So why I was asking this question, because solenoid is made up of number of turns, number of rings. That is why I was asking you. So let us draw a solenoid. 1 ring, 2 ring, 3 ring, 4 ring, 5 ring, okay, 6 ring, okay. Or let's say it has n number of turns, okay, and length of the solenoid is L, okay, and current is in this direction. Now can you tell me the direction of magnetic field? Current went like this and went like this and like this, okay. Can you see the direction of magnetic field? Each and every turn giving the magnetic field direction like this, in this direction. So magnetic field lines will be inside the coil, will be like this, in this direction, okay. And one assumption we do in the solenoid, that the magnetic field density inside the solenoid is constant. Magnetic field density is constant. It means that if we take magnetic field density is what? Flux per unit area, okay. So I am saying that flux density is constant each and every point inside the solenoid. It means if we take 1 unit area, okay, the number of flux passing through this area is same as the number of flux passing through this 1 unit area. Each and every point per unit area, number of flux are same, these two places. That is what I want to say, that flux density is same. But when it goes outside, because it has to make a loop, because magnetic field cannot be without loop. As in electricity, magnetic field lines does not make a loop, they do not return. But in case of magnetic field, it will return, it will make loop. So when it go outside, the outside air is present. Actually inside also air was present, but outside it got dispersed in an infinite area. But inside it was in a finite area, nothing but the cross section area of solenoid it was present. But outside it will went through infinite area and then it will return from this side. But one thing will be the same, the number of flux going outside will be the number of flux coming inside, that will be the same. But they are occupying large amount of area, infinite area, so area will become very high outside, so flux density will become almost negligible outside, okay, it will become negligible outside. So one point we have calculated before calculating the magnetic field, that inside flux density B is constant, everyone, because it has a finite area, it is going through a finite area. But outside it is going through a infinite area, it has got dispersed. In technical term we say fringing effect, that the magnetic flux lines have dispersed. It means the fringing effect is more in air, okay. So suppose let's say it is a B1 in inside and B2. B2 is 0. Okay. Now we will apply Ampere's law to calculate the magnetic field inside the solenoid. Outside is 0. We are required to calculate inside. Okay. So we will perform the Ampere's law. Using Ampere's law, what we know that closed loop B dot dl is equals to mu I enclosed. We know this relation. This is the source I what we have given. Okay. Okay, I we have given, and B is the generated field from this source. Okay. Now tell me here, in the previous case, in current carrying conductor, how much current was coming from the loop? Only one current was coming. But now we have, suppose we take this loop, one of the loop we are taking. Suppose we have taken one loop. Okay, this is coming one loop. Now in this loop, how much wires are coming outside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose it is n wires are coming outside. Means n wires are linked. Here only one wire was linked with this loop. Here in this loop, 1, 2, 3, n wires are linked. Means n current carrying conductors are linked in this loop. Or suppose if you have taken like this flux density, how many wires are linked with this? N wires are linked. So we will I enclosed is nothing but n into I. Okay. Now tell me, we have already assumed that B is constant. Okay, and in outside B is 0. So we will perform in two way, in two stages this integration. Sorry, now it will not be closed. First we are calculating inside. Okay, B1. Okay, this is inside. B1 inside dot dl. Okay, plus outside B2 dl outside. Okay, B2 dot dl outside is equals to mu n I. We know that B2 is outside 0, so this whole term becomes 0. B1 dl. Now we are traveling in this path. Okay, B is constant and direction of B is like this, in this direction. Suppose we take a dl small length. Okay, that is also in this path only. So here also the theta angle between the B and dl is 0. So B dl cos 0 is equals to mu n I. Okay, and B is constant, take out B outside, B taken outside. Okay, remaining is dl. If we dl means integration. Okay, mu n I. Okay, dl means integration, means sum of all dl small length dl length from here to here. Okay, we are taking interior part only. Na? This is inside part. So inside part length dl is how much length? Nothing but the L length. Okay, so B, this become L is equals to mu n I. So B become mu n I divided by L. This is number of turn per unit length. So we can write mu small n I. B is equals to mu small n I, where small n is called number of turns per unit length. Okay. Okay, friends. Now I will write this result here. B is equals to mu n I. Here n is the number of turns per unit length. This is here mu is the medium in which we are calculating the magnetic field. Right now it is air code, means mu becomes mu naught. Okay. Thank you, friends.